school. I was blown away by her poise and her confidence and her speaking ability. So I really was hoping to get her here, but she's off in the Keys, so her parents will have to do
it. She had some court-ordered community service she had to get done.
Okay.
So she was so excited about this opportunity to go to Florida with her classmates, and great timing after graduation. But we are here in the Montessori tradition to offer affirmation and appreciation. It's hard to believe that it was just last February that people were brought together as a community to make what at the time seemed like a completely natural progression for this school, but it actually was a bold and courageous move to say that the students that would be attending a middle school program deserved a program that not only had great governance and sustainability, but the kind of staff and leadership among their educators that could really make a difference. Each of the 8th graders that graduate have an opportunity to put down some of their reflections. It's very much like the 6th grade graduation, and it's a time for them to reflect with each other. I was absolutely blown away by the poise, the articulate way in which the 8th graders who did speak on that occasion presented themselves. I came away thinking, having been over the last several weeks engaged in some job interviews with people looking for positions at the Council of State Governments, thinking that if I'd had this group of 8th graders applying for my jobs, I would have been very pleasantly surprised and had to make some difficult decisions over which candidate would continue on in the process. They were just so incredibly centered in their perceptions of the opportunity that had been afforded them, and they were the manifestations of an outcome of that bold decision that I think affirmed for me that it was not only the right thing, but it was a hugely impactful thing in their lives that had taken place. And Nell wrote some of that, and I know Lisa wants to, in her absence, share some of her thoughts that she expressed to the group there.
Yes, I'm standing in for Nell because she can't be here to read it. It's one page, although it is a little bunched up, but here goes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. At the beginning of this school year, some students and myself bonded and got to know each other over playing a large game of human knot with long pieces of rope. Little did I know that rope would hold my friendships tighter than I ever imagined while setting the foundation for a great year. Providence teaches all of the fundamentals, but the most important lessons I've learned here is how to learn from my mistakes and plan for the future. The bottom line is Providence Middle School is a wonderful, special place. My year at Providence has been unforgettable, and I'm certain the impact of this year will only grow as I apply what I have learned in the future. Every student has their own unique city study experience. Mine included several 11:30 p.m. trips to FedEx on the days before the project was due. I may also have left a large container of caramel in a locker for a couple of months and didn't realize it was a bad idea to bring a snack on a school trip until it attracts wildlife, especially the large roaches that my friend had to kill. There was a time not long ago when many of our parents and the leaders of this school came together to decide if Providence would expand their educational program to middle school. The voice of our community was loud and clear. Yes, the Providence experience would include a middle school. With determination and investment, the site for our school was acquired, renovated, and ready for class when we came together just a few short months ago. The teachers worked countless hours over the summer, and parents during their free time came to the school to scrape, plaster, plant flower beds, and paint classrooms. We will be the first class to graduate, and as such, we are the first beneficiaries of the determination which made this special place a reality. We individually and collectively represent the legacy of all that hard work. While creating this school gave us all a chance to grow and learn, it was the creation of this school itself that showed us that big dreams can be achieved with hard work and a community commitment. I can't begin to thank our faculty for taking a leap of faith to lead this school. I'm truly going to miss this place and all the good times we've shared together as a community. Whether it was watching Gabby sing her heart out to I'm a Distraction, standing on the shores of North Carolina watching the first sailboat go out into the river, cheering on the sailing students, only to watch the boat capsize within minutes. I felt so lucky to be here, and I have no one else to thank besides my parents for sending me here, the wonderful teachers past and present, and of course the students for making this one of the best years of my life. In the coming months and years, our paths will diverge as we explore the next phase of our lives. I can't wait to see what's next. but I will always take with me great memories of a special place at a special time in my life and the friendships that made it unforgettable. May every class who come after us build on the traditions we have established. Thank you all for what you've done to build and sustain a place that has made such a positive difference in my life. Thank you.
Wow.
And what I will say, and this was true of her city study, we didn't see this, we didn't edit it, we didn't write it. Good Lord. And they were all amazing. I mean, she was one of probably 13 students that spoke, and as David said, it was unbelievable. And many of them had similar themes about thanking their parents, thanking their teachers, thanking Providence, thanking, and mentioning that they were the first to be in that place.
And Nell had the opportunity to do some of the standardized tests, thinking about what high school she would be looking for. And as far as we can tell from the people we visited with, the opportunity to attend the middle school experience that all of you invested in and took a chance on, as far as I can tell, it was a turbo boost for each of their futures. The ones that want to go into the Liberal Arts Academy, those who are going to go off into other private high schools, some that will stay in the Montessori high school, their trajectory was only enhanced by the experience that they shared. And so much was about the culture of the school, created in which bullying is not a distraction. The kind of weight that is felt on adolescence in many other settings just wasn't part of this very charming, nurturing, yet appropriately adolescent kind of a place. It freed them in ways that they could explore relationships and opportunities and the kind of learning they did, particularly this city study. Nell embarked on an investigation of the public's reaction to the planning for an expansion of the Muslim community center.
The Islamic Center.
And she visited with people of different faiths, investigated why people's perceptions would be what they were, went to the neighborhood, went to the zoning board meetings, and really had to see things from all angles. That kind of development of a critical thinking skill and the ability to diagnose a situation is, again, exactly what we're looking for in employees today. So, and it's nothing unique to Nell. Her classmates all just continuously blew us away as we would interact with the school when they were making these kinds of presentations. So we're here to say, if you had told me that this year would be what it was when we were sitting in February trying to chart the course of the future, sitting here today, it seems like it was almost preordained. But back in February, we knew that the future would only be created by the choices that this board, a true governing authority for a school committed in all the right ways, for all the right reasons, achieved something very, very special. It's reflected in the legacy of all of those kids that have been impacted by this year, and who knows where they will go, but we do know they'll change the future. And so your willingness to make a difference for this school was very impactful in their lives and will continue to pay dividends. So I hope you appreciate that the investments you made are already paying off, but certainly for the future, I think things are going to be great with each and every passing year. So thanks for all you did to make it possible. A great faculty, a great leadership at that school certainly helped as well. So.
Wow, I'm so humbled to think that something we could have done could really be impacting the future generation this way, and to hear it from her words is at a time when we are looking for revalidation of all the time we spent on that is fantastic. So thank you guys for coming to speak to us and share with the thoughts for the group. I can't say thank you for really enough for making the choice to come.
Sure. Super.
I don't know if they're all this good. They say they aren't, but I don't know. Some of those should be
archived,
made to look really nice and framed and hung
Yes,
in the
this
school.
is when she gets back, I can have her. This has got her notes and her last minute edits on it.